oil, because if in our region that's what's easier, because we all have olive oils, and that's we want to put monocultures of olive trees and so on. We are fucking not only ourselves, but we'll be also fucking our soils, because we're not allowing the proper diversity to be alive and emerge. So what we need is just to, yeah, have more conversations that can only be enabled from a proper places of connection.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for this. Daniel, Trid, David, Alejandra, John, any questions?
No, just I hope you can hear me because I'm in the airport and I have cheap headphones. Just when it comes to AI, John, I don't even think that we need to. Like, what I see is basically that governance for network states will be basically led by a semi-sentient AI agent. So the lady who founded BitNation 2014, who they were thinking 10 years ago about what we are talking and at the same time also doing, she released a book called Lucy. And I think this is where we are heading to. Also, like in the real world, what they are doing now in the US, kind of to digitalize the whole governance sector, I think this is the game we are in. So there will no, say, if you want to apply for a new passport or a marriage certificate, this will not be a process which is hard coded. It will be something organic. Yeah, I get headache thinking about it, but that's the game we are in. Like, a network state will never be hard coded. A network state will be a fake, organic, moving creature, and this is scary. Yeah, this is, I think, what will happen. And AI can already program everything. It's better than every single programmer in this world. This is, there's no question about it. Yeah, it's just my input. I think we should read the book Lucy, or have a conversation with the lady who wrote the book. Yeah.
With Suzanne, you're talking about Suzanne. Suzanne, I don't remember her.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I met Suzanne in the times where Aragon was launching. Yeah, she was quite a character. Last time I heard from Suzanne, she was hiding in some mountains with an army at her house. The, yeah, I mean, she was in the battle for land sovereignty and so on, and at some point she realized, like, hey, if I want to be sovereign, I may be needing some defense here. And this is my major. I think this is my major critic to the nation, to the network state movement, that they are willing to bring direct competition to the current nation state, and that's dangerous. I mean, I'm coming from Venezuela, and I know what that means. And yes, at the beginning they are not doing anything, because this is like a movement, like, we the nation state is not that big, like, people that may be doing anything, or they don't understand, or they are just laughing at it. But if in the moment that this start to raise attention and to gain power in some countries, there will be a lot of shutting down stuff. And I mean, people have been trying to fight nation states in different ways, and I think this is just another one. I believe more in the powers of bioregionalism, just people understanding that they just can have a really good life just by enhancing their connection with themselves, with nature, with their communities, and from that everything will be provided. And if everything will be provided, why we do need to take care about nation states and Balaji and Trump and Elon Musk and that shit. It's like, hey, just let's center ourselves in the right here and the right now on the people that we have around. The only need there is just to actually have people around and get out of these physical boxes where they have. put us somehow.
Well said. Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Alejandra, David, you guys are joining from the Weavers Guild, so nice to see you. I'm just getting to know you both.
Thank you, Gustavo. I really appreciated all you shared today, your philosophies, your take on things. I came mostly for the collaboratory, and just going to be a bit more into that because I've been a year long in the Permalab community down southwest, and we're also like recreating. And Matthias has always been busy with the value and contribution, and so I would love to perhaps another day go deeper into that and see how perhaps that tool could support that community, that project as well. And I was curious about the maybe you can share. You shared about this in the podcast that you guys had before. You shared about Coh3rence, and there you have also a consultancy part that you do, right? Where you support other land-based projects with this coming to a model like the one like Collaboratory, like value distribution.
Yeah, in Coh3rence, what we're focusing on is just to build this new stack, cultural stack on what I call regenerative governance, which is just a process of understanding collective governance as a fractal process of personal governance, relational governance, and then we can talk about how we can govern a collective. So there I'm building like educational content for it, while also offering consultancy services for facilitation and moderation of conflicts where there are there as well. I think one of the biggest problems of conflict is like A, no, B, but usually it's just C or D or and many other things. We just need to expand the conversation in a really structured way. Like what we lack as humanity is a way in order to solve our issues is to have a structure that allows people to reduce the noise of the conversation, because sometimes we can just focus too much on something that is emotionally triggering, but it's preventing us to go for the root cause of the issues. And having a proper facilitation that is able to observe that, to detect that, and to do the right questions to go deeper in the root cause of the issue, it's what I do. So yes, there are also consultancy services there.
And just a question next to it, just do you have like a page where you share about that content that you write about these conflict resolution or mediation teams?
It's in Coh3rence.org. In the blog, there is a lot of things. I don't know if there is something that you will find whatever you're looking for. But if not, please drop me a line. Tell me what are your needs, and I can respond to that better.
Cool. Thank
Gustavo,
you.
can you share this website in the chat so everyone can see?
Yeah, it's Coh3rence.org. Coh3rence with a 3 in the first E.
Trid, I want to hear your voice before we end. Are you there? Okay. Alejandra, anything? Okay, Trid.
Yes, I'm here. Can't talk, but just I hear very carefully what Gustavo said. We met each other last year in here, and it was really, I was really disabled. So, but I'm really happy just to know about you, about the project, and I wanted to check it out. And yeah, and thanks for joining this network state meeting every week. So thanks so much for Nat, for Daniel. I think I'm gonna join. I'm gonna join from now more often. Thanks so much.
Yeah, come by. Thank you so much, Tweed. Alejandra, do you have any closing words or any reflections?
Just to thank both you for organizing this and Gustavo for sharing his quite revolutionary philosophical perspectives on a different world possible, which is sometimes hard to imagine until someone tells you these ideas and you're like, wow, I never thought about those things. So yeah, it makes reflection to start going. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And Daniel, how do we close this?
No, I have nothing to add. I just think we don't realize in front of what we are standing, and the game is basically there's already a game going on, the replacement of nation states and nation state governance, and that game is going on. So the question is not. I think what we are doing here is also self-defense. And it will become necessary that we will defend our freedom. So, yeah, I think we need to go in conflict with existing power structures. This will happen. And of course, eventually we will need personal security. That's why it's really important that everything what we do, we build basically according to the gun ahead. The FBI puts the gun ahead against your head test that we have no control over what we are building. Means